creating interest. His record of 45-1 with 32 knockouts is truly historic within the context of boxing in his native Great Britain, where the rules of the sport were written, and indeed for all fighters in the welterweight and super welterweight classes. He'll enter the ring as the current Ring Magazine champion at 140 pounds, having solidified his hold on that identity with an 11th round TKO over Paulie Malignaggi in his last fight. He was voted the Fighter of the Year by Ring Magazine and the Boxing Writers of America in 2005. He's one of the best people in the sport. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Hatton.
Involved in putting this fight together. Golden Boy Promotions, Art Promotions, Brand, Team Pacquiao, Team Hatton, and all the sponsors, HBO, Skybox Office, and everyone who worked so hard behind the scenes to make this fight happen. What more can you add to a boxing match? We've got the two most popular and most followed fighters in the world today. I have a wonderful fan base, and clear to see every time I come to Vegas. There's always an army of fans to watch me. And likewise, you know, Filipino people come to support Manny Pacquiao. So obviously you've got, I think, the two most exciting, most aggressive fighters in the sport today. Which, when you look at it from that point of view, there's not much more you can add to it. And if the fight is half as good as what we've seen so far from the trainers, I think you know, everybody's in for the treat. I've only lost one fight, and that was to the then pound for pound #1 champion Floyd Mayweather Sr. back on 47. And I have won the world title at 147 against big, tough southpaw Louis Collazo. But my weight has always been the 140 pound division. I've got a lot of big men in Louis Collazo, a very fast southpaw. I made Costa-Zoo a powerhouse of a puncher, absolutely ferocious fighter, quit at school. Stopped big, strong Jose Luis Castillo for 4 rounds. And I honestly say, with the greatest respect to all opponents that I have faced, I don't think anyone has come anywhere near strong enough at 140 to beat me. So I think this is my weight division. I think that will make a massive difference. But it isn't just size and strength that makes a boxing match, enables you to win a boxing match. It's about tactics, it's about speed, it's about timing, it's about the boxing range between the ears. And in my last fight, under my new trainer and my new camp, I think I've shown that I'm not just a strong attacking fighter. I'm jabbing now, I've got hand speed as well. And all things considered, I think that's what will give me the edge. Come fight. Obviously, Manny had his last performance was the greatest win of his career. That was up at 147. I'm a little bit surprised. People keep asking me how I'm going to deal with Manny's power. And I think this can only come down to the conclusion because of his last fight at 147 against Oscar De La Hoya. And I think anybody who knows boxing, that wasn't the Oscar we come to love. Needless to say, any win against Oscar De La Hoya was a fantastic win. But you know, I don't think I respect Manny for all his skills, for all his talent and his power. But I think he should be a little bit more worried about my power. I mean, until the Oscar De La Hoya fight, he'd only really boxed at 135 and below 135. So I think from a power point of view, I think he should watch for my power. But I think it's going to be an absolutely fantastic fight, very exciting. We both go for the knockout. I make no bones about my tactics, front foot and reverse bell. And hopefully after the fight, I think Manny is a wonderful fighter, he's a wonderful man, he's a gentleman. There's been no bad mouthing in the camp in the build-up, there won't be no bad mouthing. I think the winners is boxing in this particular fight. I'm sure Manny does his nation proud, I'm sure I do my nation proud. And it's going to be an exceptional fight. And as God's my judge, I promise you, I will not lose this fight. Thank you for coming, everybody. Look forward to the fight. Yeah!
In his drive to the top of the sport over the past several years, Manny Pacquiao has won 24 of his last 25 fights, most of them by sensational knockout. He's risen to the top or near the top of 4 different weight classes. He's earned the ticket not only to the International Boxing Hall of Fame, but certainly to the Mexican Boxing Hall of Fame as well for his conquest of Mexican fighters. Now he gets ready to take on the British Commonwealth. Ladies and gentlemen, all you need to know about the person is that 300 kilowatt smile, which is always there and is totally for real. He's one of the better people in the sport, just as is his competitor in the bout. Number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Manny Pacquiao.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here tonight. My first time here in Hollywood. There's a lot of fans coming here tonight, and I'd like to thank Bob and of course the Hatton camp. And I respect Hatton because he's a nice guy. He's a nice person. He's friendly, but in the ring, we fight for freedom against. I have a joke and a message. I'm fighting for freedom against the Englishmen. I'm from Scotland. And Coach Floyd, you know, he's talking too much. And
He wants to work with you, man.
to me, I believe that you know, let's talk, let's mistake. So, I mean, there's no nobody knows who's gonna win on Mexican. You know, only God knows who's gonna win on Mexican. I know Hatton Camp, he trained hard for this fight, and of course I trained hard for this fight. Both of us trained hard and looking forward to win on Mexican, but nobody knows who's gonna win. Right? Only God knows who's gonna win the fight. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is
Pray.
we just pray and that nobody get hurt, even the supporting militant. Both of us, the fight will be successful on Mexican. We hope that, and we pray that all the undercard they don't get hurt that night. And also, for me, boxing is not also a business, but to entertain to people who watch on that night, and that's what we're trying to do. We prepared ourselves to make 100% condition of Mexican, to give a good fight, and of course to make people happy and to satisfied on our performance. And I respect Ricky Hatton, and we're gonna play. Looking forward to play darts after the fight. Because he beat me in the dart game, one game in England. In Manchester.
What about pool?
Yeah, I need a rematch after the fight. But I just want you guys to laugh. I mean, this fight will be. I have to take it serious for this fight because I consider this fight as one of the toughest fight and the biggest fight in my boxing career. If you are kind of fighter like Ricky Hatton, we cannot underestimate his power, his capability in the ring. That's why I had to train hard and make ready on this Mexican. And God bless you all, and good evening everybody. Thank you very much for
Good job!
On May 2, the battle of East versus West. And now Kelly's Luncheon is going to administer fighter pictures with both fighters, and eventually we're going to bring the stage so that you guys can get pictures of the fighters with Mickey. And thanks very much.